Having a bad day, Shepard?
What's up everybody, it's Toozey here, and today I'm counting down my top 10 Mass Effect DLCs. If you know me, then you'll know my favourite game franchise is Mass Effect. And every year I try and do something for N7 Day. So, as part of my 7 days of N7, I thought I'd finish it off with a top 10. As with any top 10, I shouldn't really need to say this, but there will be spoilers ahead for Mass Effect 2 and 3. So, let's get into it. And at number 10, we have the Normandy crash site. This DLC is simple and short. There's next to no combat involved. In fact, the only thing you have to shoot is crates. The Normandy crash site DLC serves as a farewell to the original Normandy and its crew, where you get to see glimpses of the past and recover your old armour and, well, dead crew members' ID tags. And you end the DLC by placing a statue of the original Normandy. At number 9, Zaeed, the Price of Revenge. Starting off the DLC, you recruit Zaeed on Omega. This DLC is fun and different, and it definitely gives you some tough choices. Do you risk losing Zaeed's loyalty to save innocent workers, or do you let them die and help Zaeed take his revenge? In some cases, you can actually leave Zaeed behind to die if you deem him too risky to be a part of your team. But I believe that's if you've already completed the suicide mission, you can actually leave him behind to die on his own loyalty mission. Not sure because I've never done it. In at number 8, The Arrival. This DLC has got a few twists, and you have to go solo through this one. After being sent out to rescue Dr. Kenson, you soon discover that she has actually been indoctrinated, and now working with the Reapers. It's up to you yet again to save the day. But by stopping the Reapers, you also kind of end the lives of over 300,000 Batarians. Yeah, heavy stuff right there.
You've got to be kidding. Move! The whole thing's giving way!
And speaking of heavy stuff, Overlord is in our number 7 spot. It's a great DLC, and actually the characters from this story do return in the 3rd installment. It's full of close quarters combat and a hard foe the Geth. Also, don't expect a massive description for all of these countdowns. It's got combat and it's an emotional story, so yeah. Moving on. So this entry might come as a bit of a shock because you'd either expect it to be further up the playlist or further down, I don't know. But in 6th place we have From Ashes. It's a relatively short DLC, but you gain a new squad member and an incredible new weapon to use through Mass Effect 3. And of course, the new squad mate being the last ever surviving Prothean. So, yeah.
It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness.
Moving on now to the Mission Impossible style heist mission. Yeah, at number 5 we have Kasumi's Stolen Memory. So like the previous entry, this DLC provides you with a new squad mate and a new weapon, being the Casa Locust. This DLC is a different tone to the rest of the game. Using detective skills, you have to find your way into Donovan Hock's vault and steal the grey box. Back for Kasumi. It's genuinely just a really fun DLC and pretty cool.
I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
Number 4 now is Leviathan. Now, this DLC is incredibly interesting. We get to discover the great and powerful Leviathan, but not only that, we also get to learn the origins of one of our greatest enemies, the Reapers. It's also full of action, lots of firefights, and it's just crazy. It's an incredible DLC. Omega is in the third spot, and it's a great DLC where you get to team up with Arya and Nyreen to retake Omega from the Cerberus. Fun fact actually, that when this DLC was released for Mass Effect 3, Nyreen was the first female Taurian ever to be seen in the franchise. Honestly, love this DLC, full of action, and you get to kill loads of Cerberus, so why not? Now, our runner-up at number 2 is Lair of the Shadow Broker. Honestly, such a great DLC. It fills a couple of missing gaps from the 2-year time jump from the start of the game, as well as letting you team back up with your former companion and sometimes love interest, Liara, as she takes on the Shadow Broker so she can try and save her friend. This DLC shows a lot of changes in Liara's character, and also lets you rekindle your romance with her if she is the love interest you chose.
Manual lock, and it's only meant to be opened from the other side. Any ideas?
From this side, a very precise mass effect field, maybe.
If you told me this morning that a toothbrush was gonna save the Normandy, I'd have been very skeptical.
And finally, at number 1, you've probably already guessed it, but my favourite Mass Effect DLC of all time is the Citadel. Honestly, it's the best thing in Mass Effect history. You get to see all of your old crewmates again, and pay tribute to those who have fallen, shall I say. The later into the game that you activate this DLC, then the more crew members will show up. I activated this one quite early because I needed the footage for this top 10. But who wouldn't want to fight an evil clone of themselves? And to top it off, this DLC is like not only action-packed, it's full of jokes and throwbacks, and even has a great party at the end. So, everybody, say Normandy.
Normandy!
Thank you guys so much for watching this, if you did watch. If you're interested, I have actually put in the description below all 15 of the playable Mass Effect DLCs, and I've ranked them from 15 to 1. So you know the top 10, but this just adds on the remaining ones. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'd love to hear if you guys have ranked the DLCs the same yourselves. And yeah, until next time, goodbye.
Then we'll find our own way in. Gear up and let's... What's with the Volas?
Oh, pizza delivery guy. I got the munchies.
Double pepperoni.